What's up, football fans? Breaking news hitting the transfer world today, and trust me, you won't want to miss this. Fabrizio Romano has just dropped a massive update about Manchester United's desperate striker hunt, with Victor Osimhen emerging as their top target at a whopping £63 million. But wait, there's more. While the Red Devils are struggling with just 2 goals in their last 4 games under new boss Ruben Amorim, we've got exclusive details about their backup plans, including a shocking move for Ipswich Town's Liam Delap. And speaking of strikers, we've got some huge news from Molineux. Remember all those Arsenal and Spurs rumors about Matheus Cunha? Well, the 12-goal sensation has finally broken his silence, and what he's saying will shock fans across the Premier League. I'm your host from Football HQ Transfer, bringing you the latest transfer bombshells that are shaking up the Premier League. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell, because you won't want to miss a second of this. Would you like me to modify anything about this introduction? I can make it more dramatic or focus on different aspects of the stories if you prefer. Why Manchester United's next striker could make or break their future. Have you ever wondered why some of the biggest clubs in the world struggle to score goals? It's happening right now at Manchester United, and their search for a new striker this summer could be the most important decision they'll make in years. Let's dive into the latest news about United's striker search and what it means for the club's future. The current crisis at Old Trafford. Things aren't looking good for Manchester United in front of goal. Under new manager Ruben Amorim, the team has only scored twice in their last 4 Premier League games. That's a shocking statistic for a club of United's size. But why is this happening? First, let's look at their current options. Rasmus Højlund hasn't scored in his last 15 games. Ahmad is now out for the rest of the season. Joshua Zirkzee, while impressive against Tottenham, isn't a natural striker. Alejandro Garnacho is struggling to find the net. To make matters worse, Ineos, United's owners, let 3 forwards leave on loan in January. Interestingly, both Antony and Marcus Rashford are now performing well at their loan clubs. This makes you wonder, was this the right decision? The big summer target, Victor Osimhen. According to recent reports from Gimsport, Manchester United have made Victor Osimhen their top target for the summer. But why Osimhen? Let's look at his current form. 20 goals in 25 games for Galatasaray. 5 assists to go with those goals. Only 26 years old. Proven scorer in multiple leagues. The Nigerian striker has been lighting up the Turkish league while on loan from Napoli. Even though Galatasaray wants to keep him, United believe they can win the race for his signature. The money talk. Here's where things get interesting. United are willing to pay Osimhen's release clause, which is around £63 million. However, there's a catch. They want him to lower his wage demands.
Why?
Because Ineos is trying to cut down United's wage bill to stay within PSR, profit and sustainability rules, limits. The alternative, Victor Gyokeres. While the club's leadership prefers Osimhen, manager Ruben Amorim has another striker in mind, Victor Gyokeres from Sporting CP. Amorim knows Gyokeres well from his time at Sporting, but interestingly, he's not too worried about Chelsea's interest in the Swedish striker. This suggests United's focus is firmly on Osimhen. The backup plan. What happens if the Osimhen deal falls through? Instead of going for the expensive Gyokeres, United might look at a surprising alternative, Ipswich Town's Liam Delap. This shows how careful United are being with their money under the new ownership. Breaking down United's striker crisis. Let's understand why this summer striker search is so crucial for United. 1. Goal-scoring problems. The current goal drought is seriously hurting United's performance. 2 goals in 4 Premier League games isn't good enough for a team wanting to compete at the top level. They need someone who can score regularly and reliably. 2. The manager's vision. Ruben Amorim has a specific style of play, and while he knows Gyokeres well, the club seems to have different ideas. This raises an interesting question. Should clubs prioritize their manager's preferences or follow a broader recruitment strategy? 3. Financial reality. Modern football isn't just about buying the best players, it's about smart financial management too. United's focus on reducing wages while still trying to sign top talent shows how complicated transfer dealings have become. What makes Osimhen special? Victor Osimhen isn't just another striker. His success at Galatasaray shows he can perform in different leagues and different systems. But what makes him stand out? Consistent goal scoring. 20 goals in 25 games is an excellent record. Age, at 26, he's entering his prime years. Experience, he's played in multiple top leagues. Style, he's physical, fast, and good in the air, perfect for Premier League football. The big questions. As we look at United's striker search, several important questions come up. 1. Can United convince Amorim to lower his wage demands? 2. What happens if they can't sign him? Is Delap really good enough as a backup option? 3. How will this decision affect Amorim's plans for the team? 4. Will letting 3 forwards leave in January come back to haunt United? Looking to the future. Manchester United's striker search isn't just about finding someone who can score goals. It's about finding the right person who fits their financial plan and can help return the club to its former glory. The choice between Amorim and other options could shape United's future for years to come. What fans should look out for. News about Amorim's wage negotiations. Chelsea's interest in Gyokeres and how it might affect the market. Any developments with Liam Delap as a backup option. How United's current strikers perform for the rest of the season. Why this matters. For Manchester United fans, this summer's transfer window could be one of the most important in recent years. The right striker could help the club return to challenging for major trophies. The wrong choice could mean another season of struggling to score goals. The club needs to balance several factors. Finding a proven goal scorer. Staying within their budget. Meeting the manager's needs. Planning for the long term. What do you think? As we wait for the summer transfer window, what do you think United should do? Should they break the bank for Amorim? Give Gyokeres a chance? Or maybe look at different options entirely? Remember, in football, the right decision isn't always the obvious one. Manchester United's striker search will be one of the most interesting stories to follow this summer, and its outcome could change the club's future. Final thoughts. Manchester United's search for a new striker shows how modern football has changed. It's not just about buying the best player anymore. It's about finding the right player at the right price who fits into both the team's playing style and financial plans. The coming months will be crucial for United. Will they get their man in Amorim? Will they need to look at alternatives? One thing's for sure, United fans will be watching closely, hoping their club makes the right choice to solve their goal-scoring problems. What do you think about United's striker situation? Breaking news, Matheus Cunha speaks out, why he's staying at Wolves. Have you ever wondered why some players stick with their clubs through thick and thin? Well, Wolves striker Matheus Cunha just gave us a perfect example of loyalty in modern football, and it's a story worth telling. The rise of Cunha at Wolves. Let's talk about what's been happening at Molineux this season. Matheus Cunha has been lighting up the Premier League, scoring 12 goals and setting up another 4 for his teammates. Not bad for a player who many thought might jump ship during the January transfer window, right? What makes this even more interesting is how Cunha has managed to keep performing at such a high level despite all the changes at Wolves. The club has seen its fair share of ups and downs this season, but Cunha has remained a bright spot throughout. The transfer drama. Remember all those headlines about Arsenal and Tottenham wanting to sign Cunha? Both North London clubs were looking to beef up their attacking options in January. Arsenal, under Mikel Arteta, ended up not signing anyone, while Tottenham managed to bring in Matheus Tel on loan from Bayern Munich. But here's where it gets interesting. Despite all the rumors and speculation, Cunha chose to stay put. Not only that, he doubled down on his commitment to Wolves by signing a new 4.5-year contract. Now that's what you call making a statement. Why did Cunha stay? In his own words to BBC Sports Football Focus, Cunha made it clear why he's sticking around. I never think about leaving, honestly. I know I have a lot of things to do already, and I always said that this was the club that gave me the chance to come back. Think about that for a moment. In an era where players often jump at the first big offer that comes their way, here's someone who remembers and values the opportunity he was given. Pretty refreshing, isn't it? The release clause mystery. Now, there's been talk about a £62 million release clause in Cunha's new contract. While this might make some fans nervous, it's worth noting that Cunha himself isn't paying attention to these rumors. Instead, he's focused on something much more important, helping Wolves climb up the table. What's next for Wolves and Cunha? Cunha's message to fans is clear and simple. keep belief to the end. He's committed to helping the team improve and solve their current situation as quickly as possible. This kind of attitude from a key player can make a huge difference in a team's performance. The impact on the Premier League. Let's put this in perspective. Cunha's form has been crucial in helping Wolves climb out of the bottom three. In a league as competitive as the Premier League, having a striker who can both score and create goals is worth their weight in gold. And when that striker is also fully committed to the cause, that's priceless. What can other clubs learn from this? This situation offers some interesting lessons for other clubs. 1. Sometimes the best transfers are the ones you don't make. 2. Player loyalty still exists in modern football. 3. Giving players time to develop can pay off big time. Looking ahead. What does the future hold for Matheus Cunha and Wolves? While nobody can predict for sure, one thing is clear. Having a player who's both talented and committed is a huge asset for any club. Wolves fans will be hoping Cunha continues his fine form and helps the team achieve their goals this season. Final thoughts. In a world where transfer rumors dominate headlines and player loyalty seems increasingly rare, Cunha's story stands out. It reminds us that sometimes, the best decision a player can make is to stay where they're valued and continue building something special. What do you think about Cunha's decision to stay at Wolves? Do you believe more players should show this kind of loyalty to their clubs? And what do you think this means for Wolves' future? Remember, in football, as in life, it's not just about where you go, but also about how you grow where you're planted. Cunha seems to have figured that out, and Wolves are all the better for it. Whether you're a Wolves fan or just a football enthusiast, this is one story that shows there's still room for loyalty and commitment in modern football. And isn't that something worth celebrating?